Hello, this is Alejandro from Heavyocity, and today I'll be giving you an overview of the content included in our latest Gravity pack, Vocalise 3. Building upon the success of the first two Vocalise instruments, Vocalise 3 expands both in scope and scale as it explores the more intimate and emotional side of the human voice. Featuring 7 GB of ethereal vocal content, Vocalise 3 has been designed to push the boundaries of cinematic vocal production and provide you with endless inspiration. All of the content in Vocalise 3 is organized into 190 unique presets and contains everything from lush, tempo-synced musical phrases, innovative legato intervals, single and moving vowel pads for sustained textures, to complex rhythmical pedal loops, all performed by two incredibly talented singers, Carla and Kristen, and captured in our Heavyocity studios in New York. Additionally, we have also taken the source material and processed it in the way you would expect Heavyocity to, by getting busy with our homebrew of sound design processes to come up with inspiring, granular soundscapes, drones, and remix versions of the rhythmic pedal loops. Vocalise 3 is easily our most complete and cutting-edge vocal library today. Let's have a closer look. As with all previous Gravity packs, Vocalise 3 is powered by the Gravity engine, a powerful and versatile contact instrument that places all of the powerful control you need to make Vocalise 3 sound the way you need it to. In the main page, you'll find a selection of effects for a very natural workflow, which includes a collection of reverbs, chorus, delay, and distortion, as well as a dedicated trigger effects tab with distortion, lo-fi, filter, panning, and delay, which can be triggered on the spot using the keys F6 to A6 respectively, and can be further automated via the Advanced tab using the built-in sequencers to modulate the parameters of the effects. There is also an envelope control that is per channel or per sample with a link option depending on the type of instrument you load, and an EQ filter page with per sample or per channel EQ and filter axis, as well as a global EQ to further sculpt your sounds with incredible precision. You will also find a motion page where you can program, save, and load automation on the sequencers for volume, pan, and pitch to further explore your creative ideas. At the core of Vocalise 3 are the Melodic Phrases, a staggering collection of 384 expressive, tempo-synced melodic motifs that are sure to spark your next musical journey. This collection of phrases were recorded in 4 keys and divided into 4 different musical modes, giving you unmatched versatility for your writing process. Everything can be tuned to the key of your track by selecting the root note with the tuning keys at the bottom of your keyboard. Individual phrases can be adjusted for tuning, pan, and volume in the sample tab, and you can also adjust the start time in 1/8 note increments to capture that perfect spot that works with your music, or set a random value for a more creative and aleatoric approach. All of the phrase menus include a selection of vocal drones in the C1 octave, so you can quickly create a mood and get you started on your next cue. A new entry in our Vocalise series, the Legato Intervals are short, 2-note melodic fragments designed to equip you with the building blocks for phrase creation. These are a great complement to the Melodic Phrases and can help you bridge the gap between 2 consecutive ideas, kickstart a new phrase with a particular interval, or create an evocative hook just by themselves. We have recorded every musical interval, from a minor second to an octave, in both ascending and descending order, and offer 3 different vowel choices so you can use the sonority that fits best with your music. And like the melodic phrases, these intervals are tempo synced with a 2-beat sustain before the note change. So by editing the start time, you can choose exactly when the interval occurs, making the process of building your melodies a breeze. Also, the way these intervals are laid out allows for some interesting moving chordal textures by sustaining multiple intervals, ascending and descending, to create tempo-synced chordal movements. The single and moving vowel presets are sustained vocal performances focused on a particular vowel sound, which are multi-sampled across the singing range. Single vowels present single-shot performances of the associated vowel, while moving vowels are looped performances that morph organically between 2 different sounds. These are great for chordal textures and backgrounds. It can be particularly interesting when combined with a start time and randomized knob to create aleatoric textures. You will also find stacked presets that combine the different vowel combinations for a richer, fuller sound hosted in the 3-channel instrument that allows for per-channel modulation to create a truly evocative vocal ambiences. The rhythmic pedals are looped performances, incorporating different combinations of syllables to add unique rhythm vocals to any mix. The pedal loops are all 4 bars in length and have been multi-sampled across the singing range to allow for block chordal textures, as well as more interesting rhythmic devices when you play different notes at different times.
Do, me, fa, so. Do, me, fa, so. Do.
Another new addition in Vocalise 3 are the whisper pedals, which are unpitched, breathy performances of each loop. While they can add a super cool airy undertone to their pitched counterparts, they can be utilized as an inspiring textural rhythmic element on their own. These whisper pedals were captured by both original singers and also by 3 additional male performers to add extra variation for interesting combinations. The rhythmic pedals are presented in rhythmic pedal menus, where all of the loops have been laid out in a single preset, organized by key and subdivision for quick access. These can be a great starting point if you want to have all the pedals readily available in one spot. Once you've decided on the loops you want to work with, you'll find the single pedals folder, which comes in 2 flavors, mono and stereo. Each individual loop is mapped across the singing range, with the whisper versions at the bottom. Additionally, pedals have been sorted into straight and triplet to accommodate a wider range of musical situations. Try combining them if you're brave enough. Having 2 singers perform the rhythmic pedals allowed us to go above and beyond with a vocal loop production by creating complementary sets of loops that play well together. You will find each consecutive pair was designed using the same vowels and thus making them the perfect match for stacking or as variations of one another. You might want to explore stacking the stereo and mono versions of complementary pedals, combining pitched and whisper versions of the complements, or using fragments of each to create your own versions of the loops. And to take the concept of the rhythmic pedals even further, we created a bucket of remix pedals, which take the recorded vocal performances to new places through our signature processing and sound designing. The result is a more effectual vocal approach to enhance your productions, including their own whisper versions. You can also try them in combination with the pedal loops in the loop combos, where you'll find a combination of single and remix pedals to create complex rhythmic textures. The Scapes are a collection of 160 ambient harmonic textures meant to provide an ethereal nuance to your compositions while also providing harmonic context. Like the phrases, these scapes come in 4 modes in each of the 4 keys presented, which makes them the perfect complement to the melodic phrases. And to round up the sound design palette, we have provided 12 unique drones brewed from the material in Vocalise 3 to provide for a deep low end so that you can find all of the compositional devices you need for your music. Try these in combination with the Scapes, the sustained vowels, or even the rhythmic pedals for a full range bouquet of vocal arrangements. Our most comprehensive vocal instrument to date, Vocalise 3, is now available from Heavyocity.com. Please give this video a like if you find it useful and subscribe to our channel for future release videos and tips and tutorials on how to make the most out of your Heavyocity instruments.